Hey everybody and welcome back. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery, and today we're going to make another festive face. However, I have a fantastic idea for it. So here's Rudolph that we did yesterday, and we've got our happy Christmas tree with googly eyes, I might add. Groovy snowman because he's awesome, and the gingerbread dog. Thank you, Judy Quilt. And this is what I'm going to use today. So what started me on this journey is the last time I used this metallic thread, everyone said it was rose gold. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of pink. Okay, rose gold, that's fine. And then I found this fabric little stash that I had, and it's all rose gold, and it matches almost perfectly. Like it's a match made in heaven. Judy Quilt says, never gonna live that down, am I? The answer is no, Judy Quilt. Maybe when we're done with this project, but that's how we roll here. So look at, isn't the fabric gorgeous? I love the stripies. So I decided to step out of the embroidery box, and I have my fabrics cut. This is going to be the black part of the pumpkin because it's like freckles, right? So yeah, this is the hat that he's wearing, and this is his face. I thought, why not? The white part instead of using just white. And I'm going to use all rose gold metallic, so he should look rather regal. He's going to have a gold beak though, because I don't think anything else will work for it. So a gold, kind of flashy. And then I have a couple scraps that I kept for the background. So this is how my gilded penguin is going to be assembled. And hopefully it's going to look good. I just thought, you know what? Gorgeous. And I like to challenge myself. If I could use only one thread color, what fabric could you use with it, and what could you use to make the design? So this is what I'm doing. So awesome. So hi to everybody, especially new people, and especially Mom. I see Mom there. Hello.
There. Yep,
Yeah, they're saying hi. Hi, Mom. That's awesome. If anyone's wondering, I got this fabric from Cricket, and they don't sell it anymore, but they had a huge sale on it, and I bought as much as I could, and I'm so happy that I did. Because I'm going to cut some of my English paper piecing pieces out of it, and it's nice. They're small pieces though, and like I said, you can't get them anymore, but I love it. Now, I wanted to ask you guys a question. I accidentally used Bjorn as a pin cushion when I was quilting. So what I wanted to know, is that a bad thing, or is it okay for now? And did anyone have stomach pain? So we got to make sure he's not a magic doll? Voodoo?
Voodoo gremlin catcher.
Yeah, something like that. So you guys can let me know. Voodoo doll. Yes. Anyways, I kind of laughed when I realized that I was putting them in poor Bjorn. But the only thing is, if you squeeze Bjorn, it's going to come out the other side. Ask me how I know, because I've stabbed myself. I kind of figured I may have deserved it, though, so I let it go.
It makes them more scary to the gremlins.
Does it? All right. Well, I'm going to leave these pins in, and I'm going to put them in a spot by the machine. So, are we ready to do this penguin experiment? I hope it looks awesome, but I think it will. This matching this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish I had a ton of this fabric. It's gorgeous. So let's go over to McDreamy, Dawn.
Dreamy's up.
McDreamy's up. How's the view?
Looks good.
Looks good. Okay, so we've got our 6x6 hoop because that's the size I decided on. And I'm using cutaway stabilizer that...
Bobbin.
What?
Bobbin.
Bobbin. Oh, I actually did some quilting and I didn't check. We're about 3/4. I can risk it. I'm sure it'll be fine. The bobbin graveyard, I'm doing much better on that. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sitting here. So, good time was had by all, I guess. Bobbin
Judy
graveyard.
Quilt just says bobbin, 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 bobbin.
Well, thank you for the reminder because I didn't actually check. So, hooah, that's great. So, cutaway, and I'm using the nice soft mesh cutaway and warm and natural. And I do cut my stabilizer down just for the camera. So don't cut yours down. It works better. It holds better if you leave it, longer, a couple inches out. But it gets in the way of the cameras. Bjorn's here in his spot. He's feeling a little pokey though. He's got pins and needles. That's what he's got. Little pokey. He got poked. Yeah, a little pokey. So, first thing we're going to do is, Lynn, if you're listening, placement. So, I'm also going to use a dark thread so you guys can see it. Normally, I would use something lighter so it doesn't show through. Change to a larger embroidery frame. Oh, all right, we have to back up a bit. I forgot about that too. So, we got to go return, take it out. Edit, size, yeah, it is a smidgen too big. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that'll work now. My bad. Yep. Okay, let's try that again. And go. Alright, so all I had to do was just make it a little bit smaller. It was, the measurements McDreamy said were 6.21, which is obviously too big to fit in a 6x6 hoop, right? So, yeah. Beautiful. I love the size. I'm happy to use the 6x6 hoop. This Dragon Bjorn.
I want to see your nails.
My nails, same as yesterday.
You can see them better there, though.
Here?
Yeah, than you could at the desk.
Yeah, I know. They're Christmas sweater nails with lots of detail on it. You'll see it more. This one is just lights. It's kind of cool. All right. Hat. We're going to do a hat. So I'm assuming it's a winter toque. But it might not be. He might have talked to the snowman and they got together on their hat. Now I got to make sure I get the fabric correctly. I don't think I cut it big enough. Very gold. Oh, I love this so much. Yeah, I didn't quite cut it long enough for the hat top, so just give me a sec. I'm gonna snip, 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 and see. Sorry, delay. Play some music, Don. Do. No, that's not music. What the heck? My piece was too short, so improvise, and cut, and then I'll trim it down. So I'm going to pull it over this way so I have seam allowance and I'm not wasting fabric. So, beautiful. All right. He's got a winter hat. So far. He's got a groovy winter hat. Did I do it? Yes. I was going to say, did I do it down far enough? I am not in the mood to play chicken today, just so everyone knows.
Why not?
It's hard.
You're so good at it.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, stop dragging Bjorn. Alright, Dawn, back to the desk, please. Oh, I almost dropped Bjorn. Sorry, I'll fix it, Bjorn. See, I had to make a mad dash to cut a piece. Whew, tough stuff. So, I am...
Misha says fabric shark.
Something like that. I got a nice little piece. Is that gorgeous? I don't know how well you guys can see the pink. It doesn't look like it at all on my iPad. But if you have the King Star Metallic, it is exactly that pink.
It looks similar.
Yeah, hopefully on the machine.
Commonly known as the miller or the
Stop it.
mushroom, is a
Alexa,
medical
stop.
for decision.
Nobody was talking to you.
I don't know what you said, but Don is a mumbler. So he's not allowed to dictate anything ever because he mumbles it and I get texts bad.
That don't make sense.
Heather says it looks silver to me. No, it's pink. It's pink. Like rose gold.
At the right angle, you catch more of the rose gold in it than silver. Yeah, like that.
It's just kind of a reflection because it's so like shiny. It's quite a heavy duty. What I'll do after we finish it is I'll take a picture and put it up in the group. And then you can see. So I just trimmed down a little bit so we would stop dragging Bjorn. And let's go back to the machine, Don. Back to make a dreamy. So the next step is the black part of his face. Which, for a penguin, is going to be polka dots. Because why not? Ooh, I hope I cut this one big enough. I should have paid more attention. I think I did, though. Freckles. My penguin has freckles. Might have been nicer with a smaller print, but, you know, it works. Oh, I got lots of room. Okay, I did cut it right. I just guessed. I didn't look at the instructions. I probably should.
No, you didn't let Karina have her hello.
Oh, did I forget to announce you,
always
Dawn?
forget.
Oh, over there at the computer is Dawn.
Well, I don't want to now.
Oh, come on.
Hello.
Karina, you and I are going to have a chat. We need to talk. So the black pulled out as usual. Click OK on my sad face because it's so dramatic. Isabel, thank you. See, that's a good use of the super chats. It says Karina wants a hello. We pretty much have to do it when it's in a super chat. So, you got to do another hello, Don.
Oh, another one?
Yeah.
Hello.
There we go. Now Karina can be happy, right?
Yep.
For sure. Okay, so far so good. I like them. I like them. It might have been what I was saying is it might have been a little bit better with smaller polka dots for freckles, but I just think this guy's gonna glow.
Karina says, sure, Sue, we can have a board meeting today.
Board meeting. All right. Don't get bored. All right. I'm going to do the backgrounds and then I can trim everything. So let's go here and get our outline because this is far enough up that I won't interfere. So this background is the same and it's just little pieces. It's the same that I used yesterday. So I just kept the scrappy bits.
Oh, the little scrappy bits.
Yeah, why not? I always hit the wrong one. Needle up. I always hit the wrong one for some reason. We're gonna be like that. It's been lovely temperature-wise in here today, McDreamy.
Yeah, but the humidity's back down again.
It was pretty good all day. Interesting. It's hot now with all the studio lights on, sort of thing. Maybe that has something to do with it. The desk camera doesn't have its light on. Do you think that'll make any difference on the color?
Oh, might.
Or will it make it worse?
I don't know. We don't need it. It's bright enough.
Yeah? It's YouTube. Up to their new tricks. So, we call him a royal penguin. Well, thank you, Alicia. Yes, I think, yeah. Bling, royal, gilded penguin, rich penguin, I don't know. I think the red will just stand out enough, but I think it'll make it match the other ones. I'm not really that worried about it, but I just thought it would be cool to do it that way. All right, happy dance over. Back to the desk, Dawn.
Desk's up.
All right. So, what we need to remember while we are trimming is the edges again. So, always safest to start from the inside and then just leave the rest like this. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be... Why? I dropped his beak. Darn it. Darn it. What?
There was a lot of racket, and then, I dropped his beak.
Oh, I tried catching it. Wasn't a lot of racket. Look at you. Now, I know you guys can't see the lines, but I can. And as I trim it terribly, I can see the lines. It's actually really hard to see, but that's okay. And we're not going to forget about our seam allowance. And I'm going to keep this little itty bitty piece of fabric because I can use it in English paper piecing. So literally with English paper piecing, nothing's going to go to waste. And I have a bin for it. So yeah, I like it. I can make like a scrappy English paper piecing. I'm having fun, by the way, doing it. It's a lot of fun.
Says, Sue's a pro since she can talk and remember to leave sides for seam allowance.
Yeah, what was I yesterday? I've had caffeine. It's later in the day. Maybe that's it.
She's going to pick on you now because you were picking on her.
No. No, don't pick on me. Judy Quilt. Nobody pick on me. I don't deserve it. Pick on Don. He probably does. Usually. So, only a few polka dots showed up. I still think it's adorable, though. It's a very sparse polka dotty pattern. So, yay. So far, so good. It is just gorgeous. Let me get rid of all these little fuzzy stuff so nobody has a fuzzy fit while we're doing things. All right, back to McDreamy.
McDreamy's up.
And we're going to stitch the brim, the fuzzy brim. I do believe it's fuzzy. And I'm going to carefully wrap my thread. And I'm going to change to the rich pink. King Star Metallic Rose Gold thread. I do wish it showed up better, though, but the picture...
Under the needle, you can see it in the fabric more.
That it's pink?
Yep.
Even if it's silver, black and silver would still look good, but the pink is just delightful.
It's just the angle that the light hits it, so from this angle it's good.
Well, that's awesome. Oh yeah, you can see some pink. I can even see it on my iPad. You can see this one's pink. It's all the same color. Beautiful. Beautiful. So this is the brim of the hat. I love stitches, the zigzag stitches before the final stitches. It literally makes everything look great. Sorry, needed a drink. Ooh, that was good. Nice cold ginger ale. So these are supposed to be feathered, sort of. It's not stitching anything wrong or anything like that. Love it when we can use King Star metallic thread For anyone new to OML today, metallic thread actually works with all machines. I know, it was, I always like to tell the story when it first came out, and they said it's from Dime, and Dime said works for anything. I'm like, yeah? Alright. And I took it to the test, and I even went so far as I wound it in my bobbin and used it on top and did freestanding lace. So I figure, you know what, if it can stitch perfectly through that, we're good to go. And I will say I 100% thoroughly enjoy being able to use metallic thread when I want to. I use a lot of it. I do. You know, gold, just something a little bit in gold is just wonderful. This looks stunning. I know the camera doesn't really do it justice, but the picture will. The picture will. It's beautiful. So, polka dot penguin. I think he's cool. I want to see. I'm just gonna. Yeah, isn't that gonna look good? That's his face part. Oh, awesome! So excited. Thinking outside the box and doing something groovy. I like it. So, the challenge, I'm going to be mostly using the pink. I'm not doing his eyes in pink or anything kooky like that, right? With the new thread stand the Norseman made, I can stitch any metallic thread. Woohoo! Awesome. Awesome. Camera's not focused. No, it is. That's your internet probably slowing down.
Refresh.
Yeah, just hit a refresh. I'm hoping Santa will bring me some King Star. Santa, if you're out there listening, it's the thing. It's a lot easier to get in the States than here, but I just ordered it from the States from Dime when it came out. Alright, well, now we're going to do the outline of his face, and we're going to put down our last piece of fabric, which is a bit short, but it should do. Now, don't be doing that again. Oh, what the heck? Okay, that wasn't as bad. Oh, but I said something, and so we pulled up that corner. Come on. I have to remember to cut them back a bit more, I guess. Darn it. Don't worry, McDreamy. It was actually my fault. That may be a little too close for comfort. What have I done? How about this way? Is it longer this way? Maybe that's what I did. And that's a negative. So, alright, interlude while I fiddle around. Apparently
Fabric shark. Doo-doo.
Doo-doo. We're gonna have to get a recording of that, Dawn, so we can use our stream decks.
Okay.
And do that. Because I think that would be funny. It's a bit short, but I made it. Yes, I think the penguin. Oh, so beautiful. The fabric is really soft as well. It's wonderful. Our second last trim. So we need to go back to the desk, Dawn.
Desk is up.
Thank you. And all we have to do after this for applique is his beak, which is cool. So just trim in. This we're going to pretend is a really, really good it's bigger, just pretend. Just go with me on it. Just pretend. It's a bit short, but I don't have a large supply of it, so I don't want to waste it. But that's okay. Seam allowance, you can work with it if it's a bit short. I'll just leave the stabilizer and that'll make it work out. Or stitch it a tiny bit more in, That'll also make it work out. Beautiful. This fabric is gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell ya. Look at all that seam allowance, Dawn. That's seam allowance down there, too. What?
Nothing.
I got seam allowance. You want seam allowance? I got it. Sort of. It's why you have an imagination, you know. So you can picture the seam allowance. I got way too much at the bottom. How about I do this and then I'll just glue it right there. You can't tell. There, I got seam allowance. What are you talking about, Dawn? Don't be so critical. Jeez. No?
No.
No. He's not going to fall for it. I don't think we're going to stitch down here, but if I release one stitch and tuck it under, this will probably be fine. But I can do it
So
after.
we're playing seam allowance chicken now? That's a new.
That's a new one. I really don't like it, but maybe. Maybe. You got to prove that I didn't cut a good enough seam
Susan Lee
allowance.
says not sure if 1/8 of an inch really counts.
Well, it could. It could in my world. Maybe. All right, back to the machine, Dawn.
Creamy's up.
McDreamy. Still sticking with the same color. We're going to do an outline over what I just was silly about with my very large seam allowances. And I'm still using the rose gold. Yeah, way too much at the bottom, not enough at the side. I suppose I could have cut another piece, but you know, this is much more fun. You gotta risk a little bit sometimes in embroidery, right, Dawn? Risk it.
No.
No? Why not?
Sometimes.
I think my penguin's really cute. I think he's really cute. He has the grooviest hat and freckles ever. This is just light enough, I think, to make it work. It's not quite as pink as the rest of it, but again, you guys will be able to see it better when I take a picture of it. It'll be cool. You could take a picture of it and post it, Dawn. No, I guess not.
Now? Yeah.
You could. It's okay, I can do it after. It'll look better when it's done, right? Don't you think? Probably. Not sure if we share the same definition of fun. Why not? Read that wrong. Enjoy your cave. Where is her rosy bling chicken? Forgot what she named it. Was that Misha who came up with the bling chicken? It's at my desk. I keep it. It's right here. That is Mom's idea of funny, and I love it. Oh, come on, Misha. I think it was Misha came up with a great name. Do you remember, Dawn?
No.
Oh, why can't I remember? We need to take the key away from Karina. She keeps letting the Norseman out. Yeah, true. I like having fun doing embroidery. A little bit of, I don't like wrecking stuff, but this I can work with. It's not ideal, but I do really have a limited amount of this. I'm not even sure if I have enough of this, the light one. Maybe I do. So I could have cut another piece, kind of like I did with the top. Just a little off today, I guess, in my guesstimates, but you know, it's fun. He has Bobby Chicken. He has internet in the cave. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose. Everyone should have internet in their cave. For sure. This year I give all some gremlins so y'all won't get lonely. The Norseman. Dawn!
What?
The Northman's gonna send me gremlins.
Okay.
Dawn!
What?
Tell him not to.
No. black too.
Dawn, don't be a jerk. See, I'm actually a little kid at heart, so I could do the Dawn thing all day. And I actually, not all day, but I can go longer than he has patience. So, right, Dawn?
Yep.
And then when I had all of my genetic copies here, they did it exactly the same way as I did. And good time was had by all, except for Dawn. I don't know if Dawn liked it that much, but it was fun. I got a little something.
What's the bouncy thing?
I don't know. Little piece of fabric. All right. Stop the machine before you put your fingies in there, right? Yeah. That's awesome. Isabel says, it's so generous of you, Norseman, to share all the gremlins with everybody who's watching. That's alright, Sue. Send the Norseman your clear quilting thread. Yeah, that stuff's evil, man. I had to use it again, and I was like, probably not watching my sewing enough, because I was watching the thread thinking, you better stay where you belong, man. It was kind of scary, but yeah. And I took it off and put it away in a drawer so it doesn't, you know, affect any other thread or the machine again. Scary. Very scary stuff.
Misha says she can't remember.
Okay, well, I'll have to look it up because it was really good. It was really good. I don't remember either. When I figure it out, or if someone else can figure it out, then I'll put a tag underneath them so we don't forget again. Shannon says, hi, Grandma. Cecil says hi. Okay, hi, Grandma. That's cool. So, I'm liking it so far. So, we've just got a little more detail work to do. One more applique that we're going to do right now, which is great. Oh, remember I dropped the beak?
Drop the beak.
I dropped the beak. I got the beak. There we go.
Where's the beak?
Where's the beak? Right here. I wish I had solid of the rose gold, but... And it's such a tiny piece, too. Boo. Should I change it, Dawn? What do you think?
Change what?
The beak. The gold looks weird.
I like that.
No, it's weird.
Oh, looks good.
Not that a gold penguin doesn't look weird.
It's a gold beak. It looks good.
No, I gotta be out.
Ah.
What? Did you just whine at me dramatically, Dawn?
Maybe.
What the heck, man? He's gonna be Blackbeak.
No black beak.
Like Blackbeard.
Gold beak.
No! I do what I want, as my 20-year-old says about everything. I do what I want. Scrappies. Okay, Dawn, back to the desk.
I don't want.
Did you guys hear him? I said back to the desk and he said, I don't wanna. Because I didn't do what he said. How long have you known me, Dawn? When do I ever do what you tell me?
Never.
Never. So, yeah. I marched to the beat of my own drum.
The gold will work, but black is better? No.
Thank you. Thank you.
No.
Oh, this is gonna last just as long as Judy's cinnamon boy dog. Cinnamon? Gingerbread. I think so. I like this so far. All right, Dawn, back to McDreamy.
Dreamy is up.
Well, I didn't hit the camera, but I did for some reason hit the hoop on the side of the machine. I'm sure that sounded great. So I'm still using the pink. That's why I decided to go to the black. And one of the fabrics has hearts on it and it's very sparse, so I just cut in between. I just didn't think, I changed my mind. I just didn't think that would look good. As long as he doesn't look like he has like a puffy nose or something, but there's a piece that stitches across, so we're gonna know it's a beak. Yeah, I just didn't really like it. I'm gonna put that piece in my English paper piecing bin. Oh, I like it. We're not gonna do pink eyes, I guess. However, pink designs on the top. Oh, why is it stopping? Oh, it's gonna leave a space and then go to the other side? Kind of. Okay. So, black eyes with white. I'll do the cheeks this time to add a little more color. And I think black eyes with the white highlights. Maybe I should do green highlights, Dawn. Like lime green. What do you think?
Where are the highlights?
In his eyes.
Ooh, that'd be creepy.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing green. I'm just giving you a hard time. Judy Quilt, thank you. In honor of Gingerbread Doggy. That's awesome. If it bugs you that we're teasing you or mentioning it, you could just let me know. It's all in good jest. It's just kind of how we roll here. Ask Lynn. If you say something silly or do something funny, then we just never stop. No rose gold in the eyes. I know, Misha. I'm just giving Dawn a hard time. I think he has to have normal eyes. But, you know, we could Halloween eyes him and do like the lime green. Hot pink highlights, I think, would look really bad. Just really bad. So, yes, I'm pretty sure this black beak works. It's going to look even better when we put the eyes and everything. So the next thing is the cheeks. So I'm going to leave the rose gold. And then I'm probably going to skip through because there's little decorations that go on the top that I want to use the rose gold for, and then come back and we can finish his eyes. I don't usually use the rosy cheeks, but I just meant the highlight though, not the whole thing. I don't know if that would look weird, rose gold eyes. He is the gilded penguin of all time. Nah, I think he better have black also goes, so black and white. Rose gold eyes. Karina, you're gonna put yourself into timeout shortly.
Judy Quilt says prepare the detention room.
What's that?
Judy Quilt says prepare the detention room.
Prepare the detention room. Cute rosy cheeks. I like them. He needs some, you know what he needs is big eyelashes. Big, huge, like, cute eyelashes. I think that would be adorable on these guys. Black with rose gold inside. Oh, she's changed her mind. Karina's changed her mind. Karina. She's funny. I don't know if that would look good. Opinions. So, okay, I'm going. She's putting herself in timeout. Let me know. Black on the eyes and rose gold for the highlights. So now I'm just gonna skip ahead just a little bit, just so I can hit that, yeah, right here. And I am gonna give them eyes. We're gonna go back to it, but I just want these decorations in the rose gold, and then I don't have to change an extra thread. So I'm gonna go back after this. So black eyes with rose gold highlights. Yeah, how about we see what it looks like? Because we always do black with white, just automatically. I'm not sure if it can be any different. I mean, I know with red or green or something, it's a spooky Halloween effect. What do you think, Dawn? Rose gold highlights.
I think it might be alright.
It might be really good, or it might just look bad. We can try. Et tu, Misha? Susan Weehee. Black with rose gold. That would be good. Well, let's try it. If it doesn't work out, then I can just cover it with white. So it's worth a try. I've actually never tried changing the highlights in the eyes. It kind of defeats the purpose of me going ahead, mind you, so I could get myself out of a thread change, but does not always happen. Oh, I like the designs in rose gold. I really like my fancy pumpkin. Now he's gonna do his happy dance, but it's not true. It's not true. It's a lie.
He's fibbing.
Yeah, oh yeah. I just have to go down to the eyes. I'm just skipping ahead by color if you're wondering what's going on. And we're at the beak and cheeks, and we're at the eyes. So make sure when you cut it, you pull your thread out. I've done that before too. That kind of sucks when you do that. Forget to pull the end out. Fortunately, McDreamy's pretty darn cool about it. Pretty darn cool. But that's okay. So black eyes with rose gold. And we're going to see if it makes them look creepy or awesome. I think we have a 50-50 chance of it, is what I'm thinking. It could go either way. But it'll be interesting to see. His cheeks look kind of cute. They're a little bit dense. But they're cute. Oh, and the eyes are gonna... What's that?
They're cute because they're subtle.
Yeah, I know. I've done that on... I think the gingerbread people had cheeks like that. Or hung over. Yeah, I know! It could be. It could be. Might just look blingy. Sparkly eyes. You know. How many people do we have? 128. All right. That's awesome. So next weekend, we're going to do 2 more and finish it. Teresa, thank you very much. Does that say Teresa? I'm too far away. Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Sorry, I didn't want to get your name wrong. We're going to do 2 more, and we're going to talk about the quilting squares. And then we should pretty much be done. We can talk about the sewing if you guys want. Can't see the design on the hat. You can when you look at it. It's kind of, it's a cute little design. It's the same design throughout the other ones. I think we've done it a few times. It's a motif, I think. Alright, beautiful black eyes. So I think the outside of the eyes would be really, really strange if it was in rose gold. I don't think that would look good. There it is. Now I can see it. It's bigger. Teresa Carroll. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah. I'm glad I thought outside the box. I think he's cool. So one more thread change and then we got this. Susan Weehee, thank you very much. It is fun to try different things and step outside the box. Maybe seam allowance chicken might be a little too much. I don't really like doing that, but you You gotta work with what you got, right? I think the eyes make everything stand out. Oh, I hope it looks good. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see the colors that doesn't look silver. Are you gonna show us how to make this into a mug rug? Yep, I can do that right at the end because it's on McDreamy. When it's done, it resets to the beginning, and I can show you how to do it. But I need a backing fabric, and I don't think I have enough of this stuff for it. I don't know. Just anything. It's got to be 6.5 by 6.5 ish. Oh, there's cork right there. I could use cork on right here. Got a little tooth mark in it, but
The chewed cork?
yeah, well, it's precious. It's precious. All right, one more color change. Thanks for the reminder about making it into a mug rug without having to digitize anything. Where did Beetlejuice get that cork from? Oh, probably the fabric room.
Probably.
He's not supposed to be in the fabric room. Even when it's finished, he's not supposed to be in the fabric
I
room.
like fabric.
He likes to play with it, and by play, I kind of mean eat, because the two of them get playing. What we're talking about, I'll show you, is this. That's Beetlejuice right there. He got at it. Yep. Little chew mark. I'm getting it. Oh! Ooh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Let's see. I'm not 100%. Not 100%. I kind
Yeah,
of...
that's good.
I kind of think so. Yeah. I don't know. Let's... Oh. It's a little dents there. And... No, it just broke. It just broke. It's a little dense, though, right there. Oops. Whack. I'm just hitting everything. So, come on. Oh, the thread got caught in the thread feed. That is why it did that. Oh, sorry, I forgot to press OK. Now, of course, I am going to rewind a little bit. Not too many stitches, because it is dense and I don't want to go over too many times. He's cute. I do like him. I'm going to have to think about the rose gold on the inside. So 2 highlights. So it should have probably done the big one and the small one, because there isn't a color change. It would just save movement back and forth. And such a small... It's cute though. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I'm not going to use that. It looks frosty, yeah, kind of like a little bit of glow, maybe. Let's see if this piece is big enough. It isn't. Oh, I'm just looking for another fabric. There we go. So, if you wanted to make this into a mug rug, what we're going to do, because I skipped ahead if you recall, it would sing its happy song. So take your backing fabric And we're going to place it down face down. And you can do this with any quilting design. And what we're going to do is stitch it down, but we need to stop. We don't want the square to be closed. So I'm just going to watch and stitch it down. And it's starting in the corner, so I got to remember that. And you might want to do it twice, but I think this should be okay. So I got my finger on the stop button. So we want, you know, around 2 inches. It doesn't have to be precise. So I'm going to stop there. That looks pretty good. I could probably get it a little closer if I wanted to. And then what I'm going to do is take it back just a few stitches because I want to strengthen this part right here. And stitch it again. And that just makes it stronger so when you're turning it. And gonna force a trim. And voila. Now it really isn't ideal to have it in the corner, the turning point in the corner. So I'm gonna go plus a few and a little bit more. So I'm looking at the space here, and I don't want the turning in the corner. It's too hard to figure out. So yeah, I'm gonna stitch there. And it's just gonna stop because it's the end. So if you want to do that again, we can just go back. Just maneuver it. And it stops automatically. So you see how I'm kind of playing with the square that's already there? I could have gone back a little bit more. So you just need a little bit to turn it. And, okay, that should do just fine. Let's go back to the desk, Don.
Desk's up.
All right, and there's your mug rug looking good. No, we gotta do one more thing to it. Now, if you're just doing the quilt block, of course you'd be done at this point. But see how I left a nice space easily? It's not a problem. So what we're gonna do is, like with any other mug rug, we're just gonna trim off the excess. Now it's not really seam allowance, so you don't have to be too particular about it. And what I like to do is I like to leave more where the opening is. And it doesn't matter how much more, just for me, it makes it a lot easier when we are turning it to get this sewn together properly. So that's why I do it. So look, we got here. I'm going to take this one down a little bit. Great, and then we're going to clip the corners, and I usually do just a little bit more so we can get a nice corner. And this is why I said finish it at the end. You don't want your turning point right at the end because you won't have a nice corner on it, and it's a little too fiddly to do. So hopefully you guys can remember how I did that. It's easier than you think. And it works out really well. So this is too big, so I'm going to cut it. So this is what we have. This is the back of our penguin. This is what we just did. And now we're going to turn it. And hopefully you left enough room. I'm almost always short on it, so I fiddle around more than I should. But there's always the right tool for the job. I can use my nails, but I've also got a folder thing, or an unfolder thing. It'll go. I might have had less than 2 inches. So that's the only thing you have to make sure is that you don't try to turn it on the corner. There, that wasn't that bad. Then I'm going to take whatever this thing is called. It's got a nice point, but not a sharp point. And push out your corners like that. So any quilt block you can do this to, because you're just going to be using the first square that you stitched, and you're just kind of, you know, manipulating it a little bit. I think it works out nicely, and it just leaves it open for everything. So this is a bit, there we go. I was just getting the wrong spot. So now we're going to do the corner of his head. And see at the back here, because you put the fabric face down, when you do the turning, it's now face up. And you see right here is the corner, and this is why we don't want it any other way. So look at that. How cute is that? That's the front, that's the back. And because we left these tabs, I would probably cut the stabilizer away because it's kind of thick. And it's open, so it's easier to tuck these things in. I'm going to tuck the shorter one, and then I'm going to tuck the black one, and see how much easier that is to get it done properly. If you just have the small seam allowance that I left, it would be very annoying. And you could just whip stitch that together, give it a good iron. But see how, okay, well, that's not going to stay in. I have to fiddle around with it. But that's much easier. And look, I have nice corners. And I think my groovy penguin is pretty groovy. And now he's ready for being a mug rug. So that is how you make a mug rug from any quilting design, and it's that easy to do. Once he's ironed and once his brain opening here is closed, he'll look a lot better. You can always take a little bit of fabric glue and hold this treble spot down or iron it to make sure it stays down. But once that does, you know, put a quilting clip on it. You could even top stitch around it. But how's that? I think nice. He's adorable. So yeah, think outside the box. This has been so much fun. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys will join me for more videos. We are going to be working on some quilting and English paper piecing on the side, you know, OML crafty extras sort of thing. But we're going to keep our regular schedule, so I'll see you on Wednesday for the digitizing. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye everyone.